I'm Barbara Millwood. I live in Forest City, North Carolina. And I work here at the Blanton Flack Agency. I'm an insurance agent. I work in commercial insurance. And I have 4 sons. I have 8 grandchildren. I had my annual mammogram at my gynecologist at the end of March of 2009. And 3 days later, Dr. Davis called me and said there was something on the mammogram that was not there last year, and he'd like for me to have another mammogram, which I proceeded to have another one and also an ultrasound. And the radiologist suggested to Dr. Davis that I see a surgeon. So on April the 6th, I saw Dr. Douglas Blackman at Shelby Surgical. And he proceeded to tell me that he would do a biopsy the next week. And so I went to Cleveland Regional, and they did the biopsy on April the 13th. Well, on the 17th, I was scheduled to see him for the results. And on April 17th, I got the results that it was malignant. And he proceeded to tell me that I could have a lumpectomy and would not need a mastectomy. So he also suggested that I might be a good candidate for this new XOFT treatment, which I was very excited about because he explained the difference in the time frame of regular radiation and the new 5-day, twice-a-day radiation with the XOFT system. So I was very excited about that. And after I had my lumpectomy at Cleveland Regional on April 22nd, I turned out to be a good candidate for it. There are certain criteria you have to pass. So anyway, he told me that I would be able to do that. So that was scheduled. And I also went to talk with Dr. Helen Maddox, who is the radiology oncologist at the radiology department. And she also thought that I'd be a good candidate because of the certain things that were appropriate for this treatment. So on May the 13th, I went to the surgeon's, Dr. Blackman's office, and he inserted the balloon catheter into the space where the tumor had been, the cavity. And the next morning, I went to the radiology department at Cleveland Regional and had a CAT scan because they have to be sure that the placement is correct. And after that, they came in and told me that it was correct, which I was so pleased. I had really prayed that I would pass that test, and it was like a miracle I did. So after that, I had my first treatment. The 2 ladies that helped me with my treatment every time, Beth Condry and Pam Helms, they were just super. And I had treatments at 8:30 in the morning and 2:30 in the afternoon. So for 5 days, I went to Shelby for the treatments. And on the 5th day after the last treatment, Dr. Maddox removed the catheter and I was through. And, I mean, it was just like, I can't believe this is all it is, you know. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Even though we live in Forest City, it's like a 25-minute drive. That was so much better than going 5 days a week for 6 or 7 weeks. And it just was such a relief that I could get it over in that length of time. With this new treatment, a person can stay in the room with you. With the other type of treatment, you're in the room alone. Well, I really think I talked their ears off because the whole time Beth and Pam would take turns, you know, and so we talked a lot and got to know each other and found we had mutual friends. And in fact, one of Pam's aunt and uncle used to live beside us here in Forest City. And Beth is married to Eric Condry, who went to school with 2 of my sons. So it was just almost like old home week, you know. So we just enjoyed each other. And I got to learn about their families. And it was just, you know, it was just really great. Very comfortable. Just very comfortable. It lessened my anxiety. And I was so grateful that Dr. Blackman thought that I was going to be a good candidate, and explained everything to my husband and myself, you know, how it would work. And I just am so grateful for the opportunity to have been able to do this, and would recommend it to anyone. First of all, I would certainly recommend all ladies who are supposed to have mammograms to please have one every year. If I'd not gone this year, it would have been very tragic. So, but I was always very faithful to do that.
That is one of the criteria, is that they catch it very early. It has to be for early stage cancer.
Early stage cancer and postmenopausal, or else no longer childbearing. And it has to be in the correct placement under the skin. There has to be a certain number of millimeters between the tumor site and the top of the skin. So I know, you know, not everybody's going to be able to do it. I wish they could.
Was the insertion of the balloon, the surgery for that, was it not anything particularly hard to deal with, or was it?
Oh no, it wasn't hard to deal with at all. The skin was deadened, where just a small incision, and the catheter was just pushed through the skin, you know, pushed through there, and I actually could feel when the balloon popped into the cavity. I could actually feel that, and I could see it on. They had placed a ultrasound beside me, and I actually could watch it go through, you know. So it didn't take any time at all to do that. And there was a few inches of the catheter obviously left outside, so that the machine could be attached to it, but that was no problem. You know, you just tucked it in your clothes, and you just, you know, you just wore it for 5 days.
You really didn't have many complications?
Oh no, I had no complications whatsoever. And when Dr. Maddox took it out on that last day, see, it was taken out at the radiology department. There was nothing. I mean, it was just a little zip, like when it was withdrawn, and it didn't bother me at all. To Dr. Blackman and the nurses there that were so good and kind to me, I certainly do appreciate the opportunity I had and was given to do this. All the treatment and the visits I had there were just wonderful. Dr. Blackman's an excellent surgeon. And at the radiology, everybody is just so sweet and kind to me. And they just really take an interest in you.